Another thing, Senator Graham, coming up in December is a special election in Alabama. And this week, President Trump seemed to offer support for the Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore, the Republican, who's being accused by 4 women, including a 14-year-old girl at the time, of sexual assault. Didn't rule out campaigning for him. And Senator Graham, just this morning, the president sent a tweet on this issue. He said, the last thing we need in Alabama and the U.S. Senate is a Schumer-Pelosi puppet who is weak on crime, weak on the border, bad for our military and our great vets, bad for our Second Amendment, and wants to raise taxes to the sky. Jones would be a disaster, Jones being the Democratic candidate. Senator Graham, you have called Roy Moore, called on him to step aside. You said he should be dealt with severely. Do you think the Republican Party leader, the President of the United States, should be telling voters to support Roy Moore?
Well, that's a political decision by the president. He's definitely trying to throw a lifeline to Roy Moore. From a Republican point of view, I don't see what winning, I don't know what winning looks like with Roy Moore. If he wins, we get the baggage of him winning, and it becomes a story every day about whether or not you believe the women or Roy Moore. Should he stay in the Senate? Should he be expelled? If you lose, you give the Senate seat to a Democrat. At the time, we need all the votes we can get. The moral of the story is, don't nominate somebody like Roy Moore, who could actually lose a seat that any other Republican could win. And from a party perspective, we got to look long-term, not short-term. And what I would tell President Trump, if you think winning with Roy Moore is going to be easy for the Republican Party, you're mistaken.
So, yes or no, is the president making a mistake here?
That's up to him. I'm not going down the road he's going. That's up to the president.